Alright, here we are with another Engels deck. Engels messaged me saying... Let me just check what he said exactly. No, it was on stream, that's why I can't find it in our DMs. Hold on, chat. He said something like, I've perfected the deck. Here we go. I figured out perfect GDI decks for you to try. They're basically an iteration of what I suggested to you previously, no Liang this time. I feel like the decks were Shatterer last time, weren't they? Wasn't that like the whole thing? Was that both decks had Shatterer in them? It was like Shatterer Borka decks, I'm pretty sure. So this is a pretty big change, because we no longer have the Shatterer. But anyway, we're gonna play this, and we're gonna see how it does. I'm not convinced it's gonna be the perfect deck. I don't know why it plays Solomon. I feel a little bit like you've got Rhino Pred deck, so you open Rhino and then you go Pred, which I'm a fan of. I think that's one of the strongest openings in Rivals at the moment. But then we have Solomon instead of Jackson. Predator is a little slow. Like, everyone knows this to be true. The deck is very expensive as well. Our cheapest unit is 20. It's not necessarily like, that's not necessarily a deal breaker, but yeah, I don't think this deck should be Solomon deck. It's quite expensive as is. And it doesn't have, like, it feels like it needs Jackson for the Predators. Of course, the issue with Jackson is that you're going to be weak to 2 range. If you play Jackson Predator deck, then you're pretty weak to 2 range. So I would probably have played an air unit to cover the weakness to 2 range. If I was, like, if I was building this deck, I would play Jackson and I would cut the Hammerhead, because I think Hammerhead is like pretty whatever in this metagame, and I would play a unit to help me against 2 range. That is what I would do if I was asked to work on this deck. But I have not played the deck that much yet, so obviously I have no clue. These are just kind of guesses based on looking at the deck. They're my initial assumptions, which do not always prove to be true. Like, they're not always accurate. Like, sometimes it turns out I was totally wrong, and what I thought was going to be good was bad, and vice versa. So the deck is still weak to 2. Even with Solomon, like, the deck is still going to be weak to 2 range, right? Like, Solomon doesn't solve all your 2 range problems. Like, not even a little bit. I think I'm going to have to Solomon this lot, because I don't think I can beat this Giga Cannon. Yeah, I'm just going to have to Solomon this group of units. I still feel pretty terrible against 2 range. Like, I don't... Having to Solomon a fortress setup is not a viable solution. Because I was forced to do it there because I have no way to answer it. And then I'm just not going to have enough money to Solomon the next time he sets it up. Possibly I just win before he sets it up again. That's my game plan. I just need the game to be over before he can do it again. Because I can't fight it a second time. So yeah, the game just needs to have ended before he does it again. Oh my god, I can't block at all. PC woes, my guy. I actually don't know if it's PC. That was the problem there, but yeah, I just couldn't block at all. Alright, so we do win before he gets the setup again. And also it's a pretty bad map for 2 range, which helps us. But yeah, this is like, Solomon is not a great answer to 2 range, because it's 130 every time you want to use it. So I don't really like that. I'd much rather have an actual unit that can help me, like Jump Jets, or Orca, or Borka. Not so much Borka, because Borka kind of sucks. But yeah, I don't really know why you need Hammerhead. Like, what air unit do you want Hammerhead against? I think Hammerhead is kind of just worse than Slingshot against almost every air unit in the game right now. Slingshot costs 40 less, and the only things it's not better against are tech. So yeah, I don't really know why there's a Hammerhead. And yes, I think Pitbull and Missile is often enough anti-air. Pitbull and Missile could really struggle against Infernos back when Infernos were good. But I'm not sure what air Pit and Missile is going to lose to. Also, you can cut Hammerhead and play Sling. Not that that helps you against 2 range, obviously, but I think Sling is kind of just better than Hammerhead at the moment. Like, by a lot. Well, Hammerhead's 90. I was thinking of Phantom. So it's only a 30 more. But I still think that Sling is quite a bit better than Hammerhead in this current metagame. I don't really know when you want Hammerhead. And yeah, 2 range is just going to be a nightmare for this deck. A deck that opens Dog MLRS, I think I'm going to lose 100% of the games too. First Hammerhead is 140. That is also true. Like, to build a hammerhead, I have to build an air tower, which is expensive. So yeah, that is a valid point.
Unit ready.
That Predator I'd like to try and kill with my Rhino. I want him to move in with his Predator and have the Rhino kill it. That would be ideal for me.
Building online.
Not gonna happen. Sad.
Unit lost.
Even more sad because my Rhino died and now I have nothing to go on the bottom pad. Whoa, where are you going, Rhino? Oh, bro, what was the Rhino doing? I must have misclicked, because or like it set up a bad path because there was a unit in the way and didn't reroute it. I should always have won that missile. That was kind of a ridiculous missile, honestly. Like, I just misclicked my Rhino and it was trying to go the long way around for some annoying reason. But yeah, I should always have won that missile. Big throat. I'm really very concerned about 2-range with this deck. This opponent doesn't appear to have any, but I don't really know how I'm going to beat 2-range ever.
Unit ready.
Now, if I'd won that first missile, I could just Iron Cannon this Predator and win the game. But since I lost the first missile, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to spew 130 to secure a missile I think I can win anyway. It's interesting he's leaving the low hit point Predator alive. I think that's actually a misplay. Because Predator can still get some good damage in. Alright, it didn't matter. Because he made the extra jump jets, it ended up not really mattering. But yeah, I think generally speaking you should just kill the Predator. Because Predator does a lot of damage and can still shoot you. So leaving it alive is a little bit risky. Yeah, I misclicked again. Alright, we really need to step our game up here. This is going pretty badly.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Let's go, troopers. Reporting. Lock and drop. Ready for action. Predator cannon.
Unit lost.
Tanks, bind them up.
Unit ready.
Predator tank. Harvester ready to collect.
Can't find a place to use a Solomon.
Awaiting orders. Easy pick. Front, bind them up. Easy pick.
Ion cannon activated.
Alright, I think we win here.
Unit lost.
Okay, that should have been a lot easier than it ended up being.
Objective complete.
Execute.
Battlefield control.
Big bucks. Borka feels better versus 2-range as it can't be blocked. Why can't Borka be blocked?
3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Crystals are calling.
I like this guy's name because it makes me think of big butts for some reason.
Building online.
Moving out. Ready for
And that makes me think of Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Let's get him.
Ah, friend, I see you have opened barracks. I shouldn't have made the second Rhino yet. It's because my first Rhino is so far forward that I thought he was going to make a second missile to fight it. So I made a second Rhino, but he just hasn't made a second missile. Which is probably the correct thing to do. Because it'd be real bad against the second Rhino.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Reporting.
Oh man, if I had jump jets right now, that would be such an insane response. Like to his first vehicle. I don't want to make anything else. Oh shit, son. An Orca? That is actually the appropriate response, I think.
Unit lost.
Weird though it may seem, I think that actually going for the fast Orca is really good against a Rhino opening. Like that's often the best thing you can do against buggy opening as well. So yeah, I think this was actually a good play by our opponent. Although he should have killed my Rhino. Like he was moving towards the Rhino, he should have committed to that and killed it. because then his missiles wouldn't have died on that pad.
Nuclear weapon launched.
Now he's lost his Orca, which is really bad because the Orca's expensive. Like, yeah, he shot my Harvester once, bully for him, but the Orca's pretty expensive, so that's a terrible trade. Having the Orca alive would have been a lot more valuable. He's probably thinking like at some point he can Orca again and kill my Harvester, but then if he loses that Orca as well, he's really far behind. Also, I could just make a Hammerhead, you know, like I have Hammerhead in my deck, so I might as well make it when my opponent makes Orca. That seems like an ideal situation for a Hammerhead. If I'm not making Hammerhead against Orca, like one of the best air units in the game, then why on earth is Hammerhead in my deck?
Unit ready.
The Hammerhead has not been great, but we won the game easily, so whatever.
Mission accomplished.
This guy clearly ran out of characters for his alliance name because there's no spaces in the last 3 words. It's pretty funny. I will grant you that it is easier to force someone off of a 2-range fortressy type situation with a Borka than it is with an Orca. Like, if you just make an Orca and attack a Giga or an MLRS with no support, the opponent will often be able to just kill it quite easily with like lasers that surround their 2-range and like a bike or a sling or something. Whereas a Borka is way more likely to actually get in there and kill things. So I will agree with you. That is true.
Taking him down. Scouting.
I don't think that necessarily means it's better.
Awaiting order.
Like, it's easier to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is the superior option. Like, you're paying more money in exchange for it being easier to do, basically. You're spending Tiberium to not have to have... You're spending Tiberium to not have to play as well. That's how I would phrase it. Ooh, he unburrowed. Seems like a mistake, my guy. Probably didn't want to unburrow there.
Unit lost.
This is what's so annoying about Tick Tanks. My opponent doesn't have to play the game well at all. He can just keep making Tick Tanks and sending them forwards. And I have to play the game well to beat them. Because I have to put an infantry to tank and then micro my Predator back and forth to beat the Tick Tanks. All he has to do is make a Tick Tank and AFK it. Like, the skill floor on Tick Tank is so low.
Building online.
It's comically easy to play Tick Tanks at like almost max to almost max efficiency. It's just make them and send them forwards. They're kind of like mutant marauders in that regard. You don't even get rewarded for playing better with Tick Tank. You actually kind of get punished for playing better with Tick Tank because you like there's no reason to move it, right? You don't want to micro your Tick Tank. So you're actually better off just making the Tick Tank and then AFKing. That is the strictly better play. Oh, shit.
Unit ready.
I'm gonna need a second Predator.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Easy pickings. Gotta hit him hard.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Gotta hit him hard.
Yeah, look at this. He's like, he can just keep doing this. He can just keep making Tick Tanks and sending them in. And it's like extremely difficult for me to remove them.
Ready.
It's so dumb, man. Tick Tank is such a dumb unit.
Unit
He isn't even microing his Tick Tanks at all, and it's hard work for me to remove them.
Ready for action.
ion cannon activated.
Easy hammerhead. Easy. Lighten them up.
Unit ready.
This is why I don't like Tick Tank very much as a unit.
Predator en route.
Nuclear warhead launched.
Tanks lead the charge.
Enemy base destroyed. Establishing battlefield control. 3,
Ah, joy of joys.
1.
The PopCap man himself.
Objective received.
We should open missile troops because the problem is if I open missile, he always goes like no half dogs at the start to win the missile, and then he pop caps you and spams tech. So I can open missiles, which can beat the dogs, but then he just pop caps me better because I have a bunch of squads. So I don't really know what my options. Wow, he's going full no-half. He's getting no-half shocks as well. That's kind of insane.
Unit ready.
Settle down. We're here.
Alright, so he's fully committing to a no-half first missile.
Unit lost.
That's pretty expensive, man. Like, getting your tech units out after that is not easy.
Missile
It does guarantee you the first missile, though. Like, it's impossible to beat no-half first missile.
Damage received.
I guess now he just pop caps me. Should have just opened Rhino, you know? Like, I can't win first missile anyway, so I should just open Rhino, which can't be pop capped. And just play, like, Rhino and Pitbull, so he can't pop cap me. That would have been the better play.
Unit ready.
It's gonna take him a while to get 2 harvesters up. From starting no half. Oh, he's already got them both. He might just be dead. Might just be dead to the tech units. We'll see.
Unit ready.
Definitely should have opened Rhino against him, though.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Might just die to jump jets. Actually, pretty likely that I just died to jump jets here.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Oh, I have Solomon, so I guess I can Iron Cannon his Kodiak. So I don't just auto lose to Kodiak like I often would.
Launched. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Let's stick together. Tank division. Where's the action? Dropping the base. Shock music too much. Shock music. Predator awaiting prey.
Unit ready.
Where's the action? Dropping the base. Shockwave ready. Can you drop shock? Cranking it up. Music to my
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Lock and yes. Wheels at the wreck. Yes. Predator on. Tank division. Lock and load. Predator. Lock and load. Let's go. Ready? Squad reporting. Keys awaiting orders. I'm on it.
Ion cannon activated.
I need backup, sir. Awaiting. I'm on it. Opening. Moving out. Running him down. Forward. March.
Unit lost.
Scouting. Ready for action.
Nice iron cannon, bro.
Unit lost.
Let's get him.
Warhead cancelled.
Let's get him.
Unit
Certainly wasn't my best Iron Cannon ever.
Warhead cancelled. Unit missile
Ah,
launched.
sad.
Mission failed. Battlefield control. Three, two, one. New objective available.
You got it.
Dog's Shocks feels so annoying as an opening sequence. It's just a way to guarantee first missile. If you know half first missile, you'll basically always win it.
Unit ready.
The problem is that then you lose to like expensive units because you can't get your economy up and running quickly enough. But this deck doesn't have any. Like this deck doesn't have anything that punishes. Like a Razorback, it'd be very difficult for him to beat a Razorback deck with that opening,
Unit ready.
unless he does pop capping. Because like it comes out early, like relatively early, and he has no response to it quickly because he has no money.
Wheels at the lead in the
But like my deck doesn't have any of those units, so there's nothing I can pressure him with. Like Predator is way too slow to perform that role.
Base is under attack.
It's also like not that hard to counter. Like he has jump jets, so he has a cheap answer to the Predator. So yeah, there wasn't really any way to punish the no half opening effectively.
yes, sir. Moving out. Wheels at the lock and awaiting a scout taking him down. Where's the action? Yes, sir. You got it.
Warhead launched.
Wheels at the lock and dropping the base.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Reporting.
Unit ready.
Ren Razorback. How does my deck beat Ren Razorback? Kind of doesn't. I guess I have to make a Hammerhead. This is another situation where a Slingshot would just be vastly superior to the Hammerhead.
Building
It would be
online.
cheaper and better. Like, much cheaper and much better.
Unit ready.
Kind of just shows how busted Slingshot is right now. That it's cheaper and better than all other anti-air options, and it's not by a little bit, it's by a lot. Like, Hammerhead is the most expensive anti-air unit you can play on GDI, and it is vastly inferior to playing a Slingshot. Like, vastly. And it comes from a third building, so yeah, it's kind of gross how good Slingshot is at the moment. Like, I'm losing this game because I have Hammerhead and not Slingshot. If I had Slingshot, I would have already won the game.
You got it. Yes, sir.
Hammer tank. Well then.
Let's stick together.
Unit ready.
Just point me towards the enemy.
Ion cannon.
Had to wait until after the
Unit
I had to wait until after the thing, the boost ran out, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to iron cannon it.
lost. Unit ready.
Oh shit, I'm surprised I was still in range for my I'm surprised I was still in range for the mammoth to hit the pitbull there. The Slingshot is absolutely destroying me. Like, I literally can't win because I can't beat Slingshot. Slingshot is so much better than Hammerhead. It's kind of disgusting.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose because I have Hammerhead.
Unit ready. Unit
Yep,
lost.
I actually just can't beat Razorback because I have Hammerhead instead of a good unit.
Unit ready.
It's insane how bad Hammerhead is in this metagame.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Dead to this mammoth.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
I do not like this deck. I really don't like this deck at all. This deck feels very bad. This Hammerhead is completely pointless. I can't believe how bad Hammerhead is. It's like wildly unplayable.
Base has been destroyed. Three, two, one. New objective received.
My opponent in that game also made the Slingshot before I made the Hammerhead. Like, he just went like harvester, Gren, Razorback, Slingshot. Because he just assumes the Slingshot's going to be good. So if I had had my own Slingshot, he would have had a paperweight. And I would have won incredibly easily. Unfortunately, I have Hammerhead. So I was the one with the paperweight. And it was way more expensive than his Slingshot. He spent 60 and I spent like 140. And mine couldn't even kill his air unit.
Wheels at the ready. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
If you feel that way about Hammerhead, why did you message me saying you had a great deck and you put Hammerhead in it?
Unit lost.
Easy. Reporting. Predator will rip through. Yes, sir. Predator on.
Building online. Unit ready.
Easy picking.
The thing about this is I actually hate this mechanic where Pipples just can't fight Predators at all. Like, he had 3 Pitbulls there. Now, admittedly, one of them died very quickly. But he boosted one, and he still had, like, 2 healthy Pitbulls. And the Predator killed them all, is still reasonably healthy, and has just killed another one. Like, it's just not even close. Pitbulls cannot fight Predator at all. They just get completely dumped on by it. Which is, I think, pretty stupid. Because they are an anti-vehicle unit that costs 40, and a 70 cost anti-vehicle unit just beats infinite of them. Not quite infinite, but it's ludicrous how many of them you can beat with one Predator.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Because I hate Sling. I hate Sling because it's very poorly designed. But it's incredibly good right now.
Lost.
Like, I will play units I don't like if they're the best units in the game. This idea that, like, you play units you like and you don't play units you don't like is just nonsense to me. Like, everyone's like, always used to say I hated Jade. Jade is my favorite commander in the game. And people would be like, oh, you hate Jade. I don't hate Jade. It was just the worst commander you could play, so I chose not to play it. That's not the same as hating it. Wanting to play good units is not the same as hating bad ones.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yeah,
Unit
I'm in
lost.
trouble. I'm gonna lose to these predators. This would be a great time to have Jackson as well. Sadly, we have Solomon.
Unit ready. Major structural damage received.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Get up.
Unit lost.
Shockwave ready to mount them. Just dropped it. Reporting. Let's get Predator on. Gonna shrink. Taking them. Let's get we'll take it easy.
Unit ready.
Shockwave Predator. Awaiting Predator.
Unit lost.
Alright, let's do this.
Unit lost.
I think tanks should shit on light vehicles. I think there are two resources in this game. One of them is PopCap and the other one is Tiberium. If I'm spending 2 of my PopCap and 80 of my Tiberium, I should probably be able to do well against 70 and 1 of yours. I think that's pretty reasonable. 80 and 2 versus 70 and 1
Unit ready.
seems pretty reasonable. I should do okay.
Warhead launch.
Well, that game was surprisingly close.
You are victorious. Battlefield control.
What about 2 missiles beating a rifleman?
3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Harvester ready to collect.
Building online. Unit ready.
Got it. Awaiting orders. Scouting.
Unit ready.
Taking them down. Wheels at the ready.
What do you mean that's what happens now? If you walk a Grenadier into a 2 Rhino concave, the Grenadier does not win easily. I don't even think it wins. I think it loses.
Reporting.
I'm like reasonably confident it loses.
Reporting scouting.
It definitely does not shit on them.
Building online.
Reporting. Wheels. Yes, sir. Awaiting you. Reporting. Wheels at the ready. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Taking them down.
Well, this looks bad for me.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Wheels at the settle down. We're here. Where's the cranking it up? Music playing.
Unit nuclear.
This is lucky that I win this missile here, because my deck is just very weak to these 2 range units.
Lost.
This matchup looks very bad for me. Like I've said, my deck is very weak to 2 range. This guy has 2 ranges.
Lost.
I'm not good against either of them.
Ready.
I don't know why his Harvester is up here, but I'm going to try and punish him for it.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Ready for action. Shockwave itching for a fight. Cranking it up.
Unit ready.
Cranking it up. Cranking it up. Dropping the base. Easy armor moving down.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Awaiting.
This matchup should be like basically unwinnable.
Unit lost.
I think we can win it, but yeah, an MLRS with snipers
Ready.
should kind of dominate my deck.
Reporting scouting.
Unit lost. Unit
By killing his Harvester, I think we've broken his bank though, so we're fine. But yeah, this matchup looks pretty terrible for me.
missile launched. Mission accomplished. Control. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Harvester ready to collect.
Building online. Unit ready.
Gas tank is full.
So how do you feel about Orca, Engels? Because Orca is a 70 cost specialist, and Bikes and Pitbull are both cheaper generalists, right? So actually, all your complaints about Orca are unfounded, because it should absolutely dumpster those units as an expensive specialist.
Wheels rolling.
It should completely obliterate the cheaper generalists.
Opening. Taking them down.
Unit ready.
So perhaps Orca is in fact balanced.
Unit lost.
Yes, taking them.
Building online.
Orca flies and its burst. So basically it's just this one interaction. And if anyone mentions any other interactions, they don't count because they're not the exact interaction you're talking about.
Unit
Like, obviously, if you say, like, yeah, anytime I suggest anything, you can just say, but that's a different unit. And that will always be true. Any other interaction I could possibly suggest, yeah, it'll be different unit.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Warhead cancelled. Ion cannon activated. Unit ready. Nuclear missile launched.
There's a lot of jump jets. Are they all going for my harvester? Ali, my guy.
Unit lost.
And time to harvest.
Awaiting orders.
Harvester under
What are you doing, bro?
Unit ready.
here. Settle down.
Let's go.
Running him, taking him.
Affirmative.
Shot, complete.
Mission squad.
Where's the double time?
Awaiting orders.
Shot.
Mission squad.
Wheels at the scouting. Ignore.
Kinda just looks like he's trying to pop cap me, honestly. Like,
Unit lost.
yeah, he's just trying to pop cap me. I guess that's how you get top 10.
Big shockwave. Drop. Where's the double time? Shockwave.
Easy pickings. Predator hit.
Unit lost.
Shockwave ready to mount them.
Unit
Gotta
lost.
say, I'm less proud of you now, Ali,
Ready.
Shockwave.
for getting top 10. Now that I see that you're doing it by just pop capping people, it's less impressive.
That'll blow up. Tank division.
Unit ready.
Ready to
Let's stick music.
Unit lost.
Predator getting flat. Taking them down. Predator easy pickings. Line them up.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Predator awaiting prey.
Warhead cancelled. Warhead cancelled. Ion cannon activated. Unit ready. Nuclear warhead launched. Unit lost. Objective complete. Check battlefield control.
Chasing awkward Banshee feels arduous. You're not supposed to chase it. You're supposed to kill it when it comes in. That's how you punish sloppy play from an Orca. Like, it has to come in and kill your thing, right? So at some point it has to approach your units. That's when you're supposed to get it. You're not supposed to, like, chase it down across the map. That might be why you're struggling with killing Orca.
Wheels at the ready. You got it.
Unit ready.
I'm on it. Look and awaiting scout. Yes, look. Report. Taking machine. Moving out. Let's get him.
That is a lot of missile troopers.
Unit ready.
Or I guess it's actually no missile troopers and a lot of laser troopers.
Wheels lock and low. Awaiting. I'm on it.
Unit lost.
Running him down. Yeah, yes, sir. Moving out.
Building online.
Wheels at the ready.
Unit ready.
Yes, shockwave ready to mount him.
What's up, A99?
Where's the cranking it up? Wheels at the. I'm on it.
Unfortunately, I am about to stop playing Rivals.
Unit ready.
We're under.
Awaiting orders. That'll
Music to.
get up.
Yes, sir. Report. Shockwave ready. Opening fire.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Warhead launched.
Alright, nice. That was kind of close. I think... Yeah, no, I would have been in trouble there if that hadn't...
Unit ready.
If we hadn't won that top pad, we would have been in trouble if he got onto there.
Pedal to the metal. Easy pick. Harvester. Lighten them. People ready. Easy pick.
Should be fine now.
Where's the double?
A little bit of threat to our harvester, but we've managed to get out of it.
Predator will rip. Just point me towards the enemy.
Easy will rip. Armor.
Where's the act?
Unit ready.
Easy. Lighten them. Ready for action. Predator cannon loaded. Predator ready for easy pickings. Tank division. Tank. Lighten them up. Easy. Gonna hit 'em.
Unit lost.
I don't really want to make Rhino in this spot,
Unit lost.
but I guess as long as I have Predator advantage against Scorpions, it's fine to have a couple of Rhinos.
Predator.
Machine gun scouting.
Predator awaiting prey. People here for ready.
Tell you what, man.
Tank division.
This ad blocker that I've been using has started giving me a lot of pop-ups being like, give us money because we blocked ads for you. And I'm like, but now you're the advert I want blocked. You have become the thing that you're supposed to block. Because now you are constantly advertising. Wow, really? I can't believe that I didn't kill that guy in time. That is nuts. I am absolutely shocked that I did not kill that flamer before the missile fire.
Predator cannon. Gonna hit. Predator awaiting prey. Taking him down. Where's the action? Running. Shot.
Unit ready.
Shot wheels at the ready.
Also kind of shocked to see that he has Mutant and Scorpion in his deck. This is a very unusual deck.
Predator awaiting
Unit lost.
fight. Tank pistol ready to race. Pistol a fight. Predator cannon. Blast. Predator awaiting prey. Shot double. Pistol in a dog fight. Ready for action. Blast him. Pistol in a tank division.
Unit ready.
A fight. We're outgunned.
You need the money.
Building.
Oh my god, I just accidentally built my air tower. I think I just threw. That's probably gonna kill me.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I think I just lost the game by doing that.
Unit ready.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Yeah, I needed that money. I needed that money to build a Predator tank.
Unit lost. Warning. Enemy catalyst missile.
Oh, so many misclicks, man. Okay, I played this game terribly. I deserve to lose.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
I think I was more dead to a Scorpion than a Mutant Marauder. I'm surprised to see a Mutant Marauder here. Although I am super dead to everything. It doesn't really matter.
Unit lost. Warning. Enemy catalyst missile incoming.
Damn.
Unit ready.
Yeah, we threw that game super hard. There was no way we should have lost that. Alright, I did not like this deck. I really did not like this deck at all. The Solomon feels bad in a deck that's so expensive. The Hammerhead is absolutely worthless. Like, the Hammerhead is actually just unplayable right now. I like Rhino opening. I like Rhino opening into Pred, but I just don't really think you should play it without Jackson. So, yeah, 70% win rate. That's pretty bad for my decks. I feel like if you're gonna play Solomon, you gotta have jump jets because it needs some speed. Like, the deck is so slow. So like jump jets, and then also there'd be a reason to maybe have Hammerhead because you'd have worse anti-air. Although still you wouldn't play Hammerhead, you just play Slingshot because Hammerhead's trash. Or even like Talon would be better. I don't know, man. Hammerhead's just awful. Probably just should play Slingshot. But yeah, didn't like the deck. Would not play. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time.